What's up, my party people? It's your boy Darshaun Smith back again for another episode of the Positivity Hour. I think my microphone is sounding all right. Yeah, I'm sounding all right. I had to put the second one on there. But yeah, this is episode 75. It's an individual one, no guest on today. And yeah, it's time for change, okay? We'll get into what's changing after the intro, but yeah, roll it and let's get straight to it. Woo! Now that we're back, I'm your host, Darshaun Smith, otherwise known as the Positivity God, or exclusively on this podcast as, your homie Big D. Yeah, and welcome back to a Darshaun Smith Productions. As you can see, if you're watching this on YouTube, I've renamed my YouTube channel for the third time from Darshaun Smith to the Positivity God to Darshaun Smith Productions. So we're constantly evolving, constantly doing bigger and better things, and sometimes you just need to revert back to your past because that's where it was at. Okay. Ultimately speaking, though, I'm not sure if y'all know, but I'm pretty much started my own company, Darshaun Smith Productions. We're doing this and that and this and that. But before that, let's do the whole how we structure this podcast here, and let's talk about myself and how I've been over the last time, or since the last time you've seen me. Now I've been posting a video every week for the last 3 weeks, but these past 3 weeks, low-key, I've been like pre-recorded. So in reality, what you're seeing is you haven't seen me in like a month. And so yeah, we're gonna start by drinking some water just because we gotta get healthy. I'm going to the gym right after I post this on YouTube and get it scheduled to upload, so we're teeing up. And all 2022 we moving different, y'all. It's time to level your life up now. It's time to get the gospel and just not
a few moments later.
Wait, not do this or that, but just do what you need to do. Do everything. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. So let's get into what I know, what I can talk about, which is, like I said, is myself. So Darshaun, how have you been over this last month or 2-3 weeks since we've last seen you? Objectively speaking, I'm great. I'm living life. Life could always be better, but it could be it could be a lot worse. Okay, but at the end of the day, I can't complain. I'm grateful. I'm privileged. I'm lucky. I'm able-bodied. I'm a man in America. I'm in America. I've run water. I just drank some fresh water. I have so many great things. I have 8 fingers and 2 thumbs. Yes, okay, there's a lot going wrong in my life, and some people know, and no one knows everything, okay? That you're setting yourself up if you tell someone everything, and I barely tell anyone anything. But out of everything that's going wrong in my life, or not going how I want it to go, is a better way to say it, because if it's going wrong, then it's out of your control. But you control everything in your life. You actively have made a choice to either put yourself in that situation, or you have made a choice to stay in that situation without doing anything to change it. So I say all that to say that I'm not complaining about my current situation in this world. I'm not frustrated about it. I'm not feeling some type of way about it. The type of way I'm feeling about it, rather, is what this topic of the video is. It's time for change. It's time to wake up today. It's time to wake up tomorrow if you're so lucky to see another day, and just whatever you do, every new opportunity you get, you just be like an envoy from Altered Carbon off of Netflix. Okay, I'm an envoy. I take what is given. Okay, but yeah, so objectively speaking, in a nice, short, concise way, I'm all right. I can't complain. Life is good. Life is great. Let's get to this money. I'm always educating myself, and I'm trying to figure out my own life. Postgraduate. Within this next year, I'll have 2 degrees, and currently, what I'm deciding and really debating is if I dedicate my next 5 to 10 years as a young man to graduate school. And increasingly more so, it just seems like I cannot justify it right now for the next 5 to 10 years. Potentially having to pay my own way through the graduate program to get a master's and PhD in psychology, or not psychology, but sociology. Wow, as a future sociologist, is what I say. About myself. It's kind of disgraceful that I just mix psychology in there. Wow, But yeah, maybe it's not for me. Like, yes, like things I've been debating and like just realizing that may need to change over this last little bit is the fact that yes, I understand that I really do love sociology. I love knowing how the world works. I love knowing how people work. I love knowing culture and just the theory and all of it. But objectively speaking, I'm trying to get this money, and right now I do not feel like I have the luxury to like not get paid for the next 5 to 10 years, or at least not make any substantial amount of funds that can change the circumstance of the people around me, so I can change the surroundings in which I was just, talking about in the head of this this podcast. Okay, I forgot which format I was going in. I do so many things now, I forget. So I say all that to say that yes, I think eventually, I think this is what I've decided as of now, and I record these videos to like log and capture how I'm feeling in a moment, and so I can reflect upon it later. Plus, I always tell y'all what I need to tell myself. Now, in the last episode of the Positivity Hour, episode 74 with Gracie Tovar, we were talking about the honor system and education and research and just leveling up and becoming the best version of yourself. Now, I've watched that episode, I've listened to that episode, and I constantly think and contemplate those things that is in that episode. Always, every minute of the day, because what you do now is setting yourself up for the future. And yes, I'm currently working in a research lab. I'm currently doing my own honors thesis. I'm currently doing this and that and this and that. But and all of that is teaching me a lot, and it's teaching me that yes, Darshaun, you could be a great social scientist, just not right now. I don't have the mental space or the time or the money or the ability to like sit and like really contemplate some thoughts, because I got a water bill to pay, I got a light bill to pay, I got a house to buy, I got businesses I'm trying to start, I got goals I'm trying to reach sooner rather than later. I'm trying to retire at 35, and at the rate I'm going, I'm gonna be done with school at 30, working a job that may or may not pay me well with some sort of benefits, and that may or may not put me extremely in debt at the same time. So like I said, like at least this is how I'm feeling right now. So future Darshaun will reflect upon episode 75, and we'll update you on the situation. But Darshaun, as of June 12th, 2022. I don't think this is it, Chief. It's not for me right now. But yeah, 10 years later, maybe, I don't know, 2 years, a gap year, I don't know. A lot can change tomorrow. I can win the lottery, I can get rich, I can help my people, and I can store the rest to build wealth. So then I can spend all of my time not working a job. I can spend all of my time, working on my research endeavors and changing the world. But something I've always been battling my whole time in the my time here at the University of Iowa, as setting myself up to be a future sociologist or motivational speaker or a book author or whatever it may be, is the fact that there are certain ways to get to certain places in the world. And I'm not gonna lie, I want to be a public speaker, I want to be a motivational speaker, I want to change people's lives, I want to be an entrepreneur, I want to get this money. These are all things I've wanted to do in life, and as I've thought about over this last couple of days, in this last week or two since I've last seen you in the real, we'll say, this is still pre-recorded, so I feel some type of way about that. And what I've thought about is the different avenues to get there. I'm not gonna lie, I had a revelation one day in which I was like, if I go to grad school and I get my master's and PhD in sociology, then by default, I will become an expert in a field that I have researched myself, meaning that I am beyond qualified to talk about it from a very sophisticated realm, meaning that in simpler terms, I could become a motivational speaker, or I could become a person who talks on these topics to benefit people, who potentially look like me, or just people who need the help, who I want to help. So that was one way I had done it. And I'm not going to lie, I kind of built my whole college career off of just staying in academia and just using my degrees to get me in the door rather than an alternative method. And what has been illustrated to me by myself recently is the fact that, you know, that is not the only way, and that is not maybe the best way for me right now. Because like I said, that's a 5 to 10 year time commitment in which you are just kind of down bad. You are just kind of, you know, in limbo, you know, making minimum money, if at all money, and for the expectation for you to, you know, think at such a high level and perform and produce at such a high level with very little, you know, compensation or, you know, stability or control over what you do. You know, it seems like there's a lot of control. You know, you make your own research, you make your own methods, you conduct the research, things of that nature. But, you know, objectively speaking, at least how I view it, in doing my own research, you know, you got to keep something that's relevant. You got to, you know, keep something that's PC, politically correct. You know, you got to do stuff that is, how do you say, within the bounds of what people want. You know, and sometimes what I want is not what other people want. So why would I set myself up to not enjoy what I do when, like, doing this podcast is what I enjoy to do? You know, getting my camera and taking pictures is something I enjoy to do. You know, thinking about ways to make money, whether it be stocks or options or real estate or a great idea in which I think is going to make me a billionaire, is what I was telling my family the other day. Hey, Naeem, if you're listening to this, we got to talk. I have a great idea that we need some capital for sooner rather than later. So I got the business proposal coming soon. Naeem is my brother. Go listen to his podcast. Oh yeah, we can talk about my brother's podcast in a second. But let me finish this little spiel, and then we'll get into things that need to change, you know, or things that have changed. In my brother's podcast is one of those examples. All that being said, long story short, I'm all right. I'm great. I'm living my life. I'm going to finish my research in the Flint email lab, and I'm going to finish my research in the senior honors thesis. Like I said, speaking as Darshaun in June 12th, 2022, okay? All of that is subject to change, and I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. But, yeah. Outside of that, I'm good. I'm great. I'm living life. I'm getting this money. I'm educating myself. I'm always learning. If I'm not learning formally in a classroom, I'm either, you know, using my disposable income that some would have spent on shoes, or, you know, a new coat, or a paid vacation, we'll say, or what have you. You know, I tend to try and spend that money towards productive things, whether that be, you know, investing in myself, creating an LLC. I'm still saving up to, you know, do all the official stuff to make it, you know, super official, or, you know, upgrading my camera equipment, or upgrading, you know, how I understand, you know, stocks or options, or, you know, real estate, buying books, reading, or, you know, listening to people, you know, interacting with people who and which have knowledge that I want to obtain. You know, they say you are some of the 5 people you spend the most time with, and if you're hanging around bums the whole time, what do you expect to be? You know, so if you want to be a millionaire, you need to go hang around billionaires. Okay, it's hard to let it be told, but if you smooth with it, and if you position yourself correctly, like I just did this other week, insert picture here, Darshaun, if I email it to myself, I'm talking to rich people. Okay, I'm in car collections of you know, extensive amounts of money. You know, I'm communicating with people who either personally or their families have established many great things, whether it be in real estate, or, you know, the whole side hustle business, you know, whether it be starting their own performance company, or, you know, vending machines, or, you know, just manufacturing, you know, just whatever it may be. I'm here to learn. I'm here to make something in this world, you know, because I'm sorry, y'all, if you don't know, you are a sum of what you make in this world, and you are valued as such, you know, whether it be through dollar signs or whether it be through social perception. So whatever you do, operate at a high level, and operate like everything you do matters, because what you do today is setting yourself up for the future. So with all that being said, let's stop talking about me. We've been going for 10 plus minutes about me. Let's talk about my brother's podcast. Okay, my brother's podcast has been rebranded as the Elevated Edge podcast. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I'm trying to find it on Spotify. Oh, yep. I've got it right here. I'm going to screenshot it, and I'm going to insert a little picture here. Come on, logo, load. But yeah, the podcast is indeed called Elevated Edge Podcast, and it is hosted by my brother Naeem Smith, and I think you should really go watch it just because it's everything. I'm gonna read you the description. For some reason the logo's not loading, which is sad. There we go. I'll post the picture of our podcast logos together. There we go. Elevated Edge by Naeem Smith, or hosted by Naeem Smith rather, and the Positivity Hour hosted by yours truly. But yeah, my brother's description for the podcast right now. Oh, now it wants to load, you little meanie head. Yeah, a weekly podcast geared towards elevating and improving your life multiple areas. The host, Naeem Smith, brings out guest stars who are experts in their field to talk about their experience. Topics on the Elevated Podcast range from investing, health and fitness, sports, book recommendations, and more. Episodes drop every Monday morning at 4 a.m. rather, to start your week on a high note. So yeah, my brother out here grinding more than me. He be posting like 2 or 3 episodes on a Monday. You know, if anything, I gotta tell you, bro. You might need to post 3 days a week sometimes, you know, like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, just to get that content spread, you know, give people time. But it's okay if it works for you, because I think my brother's podcast is bigger than mine already, and he's been doing this for like 2 months or something like that, and he's about to come to YouTube. So video podcast coming soon. Shout out to you, Naeem, and go off. But what else can I talk about? Oh yeah, back to the whole like me starting a business thing. Darshaun Smith Productions is a real thing. Soon to be LLC, soon to be trademark, soon to be all of those things, and it's a lot of things, you know. It's, you know, the photography god, you know. Yes, it's the photography god, but I plan to, you know, have other photographers, you know, as the photography. We the photography god, okay? Is what I'm saying here, you know, for just, you know, people working at a high level taking these pictures, you know. I have a creative collective now too, you know, 115-550. You've maybe heard it before. I said 115-550 would be the business, the overarching, you know, main thing that encompassed it all, like the S corp, we'll say, the corporation. But in this case, the 115-550, I've decided, I think would be better suited to be the creative collective. And that being said, we got 2 other people already. We got my sister Nakia Ballard. You know, go to my website. I'll link it in the description below. The comment show notes or whatever, and yeah, go to meet the team and you'll see the other 2 people. We got my sister Nakia Ballard. You know, she is another person out here on her side hustle grind. She is an aspiring model and such like that, and she already has some great great content, and you know, if you need some work in the local area or whatever, hit her up, because you know she's moving up, she's doing her thing in life. So I respect her, and I respect her, you know, joining the team. My other person on there is one of the other people who take pictures for the Photography God accounts. Or Photography God accounts, the Video God coming soon. Just because I want to own it all. You know, let's focus this camera back. And is my other sister, Maya Boykins. Okay. She has taken some great pictures of, you know, not only myself when I'm taking pictures, because, you know, she's like my photography assistant right now. She has her own goals, and I would love to put her on and, you know, help boost her own business, and just let's get this money, you know what I'm saying? Like, by all means necessary, and whatever we can do to make a creative outlet, your passion, you know, I support that. So let's do this. Let's get this bread. Let's live our best life, and let's tee up on the gang. So like I said, it's time for change, okay? You are where you deserve to be in life, as Andrew Tate would say, okay? Unless you are actively changing your life today, there's no reason you should complain. There's a difference if you are trying everything in the book and nothing is working, but I still don't think you should complain. I think you should really just reevaluate, and whatever you do, be persistent, never give up. Always keep moving forward. Always seek an outside viewpoint. If you see someone else who's doing what you want to do, don't get mad at them. Find out a way to approach them and ask them, what did you do to get to where you are at? What do I have to do? What process do I have to keep consistent on for the next year, next month, next 10 years, whatever it may be, so I can, pull up to my high school and, to educate the kids in a Ferrari. What do I have to do to be able to employ my whole family so that we all big dollar bucks out here, okay? The Smith, Bowden, Ballard, Boykins, family, okay? Barnes too. We got the bar, like everyone, okay? Williams. I'm trying to think. We got some more. I don't know. I got a lot of last names in the family, okay? And that's on all four sides, stepmom, stepdad, mom, dad, okay? I'm trying to put everyone on, I'm just trying to create an environment in which we can all succeed. And that's why I created Darshaun Smith Productions, or DSP LLC, soon, coming soon. But that's why I created DSP, is the fact that, as a black person in America, but even just as a person in general who wants to, put people on, ownership is key. And currently I'm trying to own all of the content I produce, whether it be these podcast episodes I make, whether it be the social media accounts I have almost 10 Instagrams right now, or whether it be, the pictures I take for businesses or for individuals or whatever it may be. I just want to, put people on. I kind of want to get into social media marketing or something like that. I don't know what I want to do in life. But I do know my sociology training and African American studies training. I'm not gonna lie, I might be one of those people that don't use the degree, but at the same time, sociology, most importantly, has taught me not a specific skill. Sociology is not like going to school to be an engineer. You go to engineering school to do engineering. You get a sociology degree just to learn how to adapt, how to look at the world from a different lens, how to learn and build yourself up in a respective field. There are people with sociology degrees who work on Capitol Hill making laws and facilitating, change through a more democratic process. There are people with sociology degrees who work in HR departments who are hiring and firing the next generation of talented people. There are people with sociology degrees who are in the military, being the strategic, planners for people. There are people with sociology degrees who work for the largest companies like Google, Apple, Tesla, and such, who conduct focus group studies and things of that nature to understand, people's behavior, society's behavior, and things of that nature. I say all that to say is the degree in which I got is what some people would say is a useless degree. And I'm not going to lie, unless you are going to grad school to become a sociologist, it is kind of useless for what it's intended for. But I am grateful that I am pursuing a career in sociology, or a degree in sociology and African American studies, just to learn more about myself. Luckily, believe it or not, there actually are some good quality black professors in Iowa, and I've learned a lot about black people, and it's been really cool. But like I was saying, I say all that to say, we're like 2 parentheses in, because I've been coding on Python a lot recently, so I'm parentheses, brackets, and all the things that are in my head. I say all that to say times 3 now, that although I got a useless degree, my degree is really setting me up for the future, and it's really setting me up to take the world on and by myself and with those who I can count on and support around me. My degree has given me the skill set that I need to stay consistent at something I know will lead to my success, okay? The most successful, most wealthy, most, cool, great people we aspire to be in life, whether it's, rappers or business men and women or, actresses and actors, okay? Or if you live in California, just actors, because women want to be called actors. I don't know. Cancel me. I don't understand it. But, I lost the point. I'm sorry. I was gonna go off on a tangent about why I don't know why women want to be called the men actor word. But long story short, we're gonna end the video here. Whatever I'm doing in life, I'm ready for the process. I'm ready for the grind, and I'm always learning. Okay, I'm here for the money, but most importantly, I want the money not for the money. I want the money because I know what it can do for people. I know what it means if I contribute to this fund. What it means if I donate to this charity. I know what it means if I donate or just build my own school. I know what it means if I start my own production company. I know what it means if I finance local black businesses, okay? It's my ultimate goal in life. I'll say it here. And I'm gonna need all y'all to hop on the train. I'm looking at you, Naeem, and I'm just joking. But everyone who's watching this, okay? Black people, most importantly, okay? What is my biggest goal in life? After I do everything that makes me rich, whether it be the stocks, options, real estate, vending machines, ATMs is something I want to get into is ATMs. I want to start a bank. I want to start. I can't say the first successful black bank because that there are still black banks today that work, but I want to start my own black bank and really just change the culture around how we think about money and financial literacy and things of these natures, because I really do love money. It is a goal. One of the biggest goals on my long-term goals board is $186,000 in cash. Okay, if you're wondering why that very random, very specific number, that is $1,000, 1,000 bills of every denomination. So 1,000 ones, fives, tens, 20s, 50s, and 100s. And yeah, I literally just love physical money. And because like I said, I also know what money can do for others. I know what it can create. I know what it can upkeep, and I know how it can be used to drag people down. And I'm so tired of money being used to drag people down, or the lack of education on money being used to perpetuate the circle of poor people in America. I know we need it, but there's a difference between being poor and broke. And right now I'm broke, okay, but one day here soon I will be rich, manifesting it here. But yeah, with all that being said, this has been your host, Darshaun Smith, otherwise known as the Positivity God, and exclusively on this podcast is Big D. You are watching It's Time for Change on the Positivity Hour, episode 75. Leave a comment below, make sure you like, subscribe, unsubscribe, hate, comment, follow, unfollow, subscribe. Did you unsubscribe yet? I don't know. Do whatever you want. Okay, hate, comment, share, report. I don't care what you do. Just do something. Everything is good for interactions and the algorithm. And then also, just as long as you're staying positive at the end of the day, that's all that matters, okay? I kind of messed up the intro. I mean, the outro. I really messed up the outro now. Maybe you didn't even notice before, but now it's clear. So I'm just going to end the video, and I'm going to edit this. It's been like 25 minutes, and yeah, I thought this would be 5 minutes. But yeah, I'm going to go work out. I'm really back on my grind. I'm really passionate about like getting back in shape, and I want to be healthy, and I'm back on my stuff. So if you see me trying to get some donuts in life, tell me no, Darshaun, because we all need a good support system, okay? I'm not going to lie. I was chilling, okay? If you want to see skinny in shape Darshaun, go to vlog 80. It should be like first day of senior year in high school or something. My face, I was slim, boy. I think I weighed less than 200 pounds at that time. I was like pushing like 195 or something like that. I'd never weighed myself, but might have gained 100 pounds since then. But it's okay, because we losing it. I just got out of my doctor's appointment last week. Earlier this week, and I lost like 10 pounds since from in this last year. So constant progression is better than perfection, and that was with me not even trying. So just imagine what I could do if I put my full effort and attention into it. So let's get straight to it. I'm going to the gym, baby. But I'll see y'all around, and get the bread. Woo! The audio's still recording.